Hey guys, it is Tom from Team TMS here, and today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my honest review, my honest opinions of the brand new The Office Australia, guys. So, The Office Australia was just released today on the 18th of October here in New Zealand and Australia on Prime Video. I'm about to go over everything, guys, but if I had to summarise this first episode experience, it was just awful, guys. Awful, awful, awful. I've only watched the first episode so far, and I do not think I'm going to be continuing this anytime soon. This is definitely going off to the chopping block, guys. I don't think this is ever going to be brought back for a season 2, guys. It was just terrible, and I'm about to go over everything I disliked about it, but I wish I could say more good things about it, guys. I wish I could sit here and say this was an awesome, amazing reboot of The Office US edition, guys, but unfortunately, it just wasn't, guys. It was not what we were asking for at all. But basically, just to go over what this is, so it's pretty self-explanatory. It's basically just the Australian version of the popular sitcom The Office, which has already been a UK and a US version, guys. So, basically, it's just about Hannah Howard as a managing director at Finley Craddock. When she gets the news that her branch will be shut down to work remotely, she goes into survival mode, making promises she can't keep in order to keep her work family together. So it's basically just a modern adaptation of the Office US edition, guys. So it's basically just about the post-COVID sort of era of working remotely and working from home and that kind of thing. And as I said before, it was just released today, guys, so October the 18th, and I'm pretty sure it will be released a bit later for you viewers in America, guys. So this is a bit of a early review here. But to get into why I thought it was so awful, I actually thought the storylining was actually alright, guys. It is pretty relatable to this day, guys. Very relevant about working from home and that kind of thing. So for me, it wasn't to do with the storylining, guys. The stories were fine. They definitely could have been better, but for me, it was just the casting, guys. The casting of this show was absolutely terrible. When you look at the Office US edition and you see those characters, you just cannot see those characters being played by any other actor at all, guys. They were just made for those characters, whereas with this show, the Office Australia edition, none of the actors in this show suited their characters at all, guys. They just felt so out of place, like any other actor could have played these characters easily, guys, whereas with the Office US, like, only those actors can play those characters. But in this new series, it just feels like the casting crew just gathered together a bunch of Australian actors, just the most popular sort of actors they could find, without much consideration to the actual personalities of the characters, guys. So the casting could have been way, way better, guys. It was just terrible casting. They also got rid of the Dwight character and replaced him with this lady here. And I don't know anyone that's actually like this lady. I know people that are like Dwight. So that takes away the entire, like, relatability of The Office. And that's what The Office is. It's meant to be a relatable workplace comedy. And I just don't know anyone that's like most of the people in the Office Australia edition. And just the acting in general just felt really exaggerated, guys. The actors just try too hard to be a sort of character that they just aren't, guys. So it just feels really cringe and exaggerated, and it's just awful, awful casting, guys. It just did not feel natural at all. Like, comedy is meant to feel like a real sort of thing, like The Office UK and US did, like a mockumentary sort of thing, but this just felt so acted and unnatural. It was not good. It just felt so fake, guys. But and by the way, I don't have a problem at all with the boss of The Office, like Michael Scott and Ricky Gervais and that kind of thing. I don't mind the actress being a woman, guys. I have no problem with that. In fact, I think it could have actually been really funny, guys, if they did it right, but they just did not do it right at all, guys. So it's really not the fact that they tried to replace Michael Scott with this Hannah Howard sort of character. I have no problem with that. But they just did it so wrongly, guys. They could have made it a lot better, a lot funnier, But it's just not funny, guys. I did not laugh a single time throughout the entire length of this first episode. It just felt really forced, guys. This entire series just feels so forced, and that's basically everything I have to say about the casting. The humour was okay, guys. Like I said before, I didn't really laugh throughout the entire first episode, but I definitely did think there were a few jokes in there where I did think, oh yeah, that's pretty funny, I guess, but it didn't hit, guys, because all the actors were just trying too hard to be funny, guys, where I just thought that joke could have been good if they didn't try too hard and like it just came out naturally, but they just tried too hard to make it funny, which inevitably just made it not funny at all, guys. It definitely did give me some Office US vibes, guys, some of the jokes the characters said, but yeah, it didn't feel right, guys. Like, I can't stress enough that it just doesn't feel right coming from these characters. They definitely did try to stay away from edgy humour, guys, which was to be expected, because obviously it's 2024, so they're not going to have the same sort of dark, edgy humour as they did in The Office US and UK editions. So it definitely wasn't a hilarious first episode, guys, but it had potential to be funny, but they just did it all wrong, guys. And the other thing I wanted to mention, guys, was the lighting in this series was just really off, guys. Like, let me know in the comments if anyone else noticed how, like, weird the lighting was in this show here. It just felt really sort of dark and gloomy, and it felt more like a soap opera than a sitcom, guys. It did not feel like a sitcom at all. Looking at this trailer here, guys, the trailer is way more heavily saturated than the actual series is, guys. It is not this colourful in reality, guys. So I don't know why they made it like that, but yeah, it's just a really dark atmosphere, and it just gives a weird sort of vibes, guys. It doesn't feel like a sitcom, it just feels like a drama show. And the lighting is a very, very important part of any TV show, guys, because you've got to have the right lighting. When people are saying jokes and everything's all funny like a sitcom sort of thing, but the lighting is all dark and unsaturated, it doesn't make sense. So overall, guys, I just would not recommend this TV show at all. I was really looking forward to watching this, guys. Ever since, like, I think it was early 2022 when The Office Australia was first announced, I was so excited for this. It's just completely let me down, guys, and I will not be continuing to watch this TV show. So there's just no point in continuing if I know that I'm just not going to enjoy it, guys. There's just so many things they did wrong. Every single thing they could have done wrong, they just did wrong, guys. So overall, I'd probably have to give this this show a 2 out of 10, guys. 2 out of 10, and that is being generous right there. And it's just a shame. This had potential to be a really, really good show, guys, but unfortunately, it's just not. I was really hoping this would be like a cool little sort of Kath and Kim thing, sort of bring an Australian edgy sort of twist to the Office US edition, guys, but unfortunately it just hasn't happened. But that's basically everything I had to cover for today, guys. Let me know if you guys want me to do more reviews, because as you guys know, I don't really do too many reviews. I've done one review on Despicable Me 4 because I am actually passionate about the Despicable Me franchise, and so am I for The Office. So I guess I'm just going to have to go back to rewatching The Office US, guys. I'm never going to be rewatching this again, even if they do release a season 2, which they definitely will not be, guys. I'm telling you that right now. I will not be watching that at all. So yeah, it's just a shame, guys. But anyway, without further ado, let me know what your thoughts of this review are down in the comments down below, guys. And without further ado, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.